Careful on that cord. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Here, I'm sorry. Grab his hand. Grab.
Dewsbury TV. What were you thinking last week? To get somebody from somewhere, don't we? He was a bit rubbish though, wasn't he?
He did all right, bless him.
Yeah, but he's no Kelly Peace.
No, he ain't. Had to give him a chance though, you know.
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
That should be our slogan, shouldn't it? Dewsbury TV. Very cheap.
Dewsbury TV News with Gail Hull and Kelly Peace.
Adam's Brother Texaco garage in Hetmanwyke was the scene of an armed robbery.
The robbers pulled into the forecourt of the garage on Walkley Lane on a motorbike at about 3:30 p.m. on Thursday the 26th of March.
One assailant entered the building brandishing a knife and demanded cash. The second man entered and ransacked the till, taking several £100.
They made their escape towards Dewsbury. The bike was later found abandoned.
Human remains were found off Scholes Lane in Cleckheaton.
A post-mortem was carried out and established that the remains is a male aged between 30 and 50. Officers are still trying to find the identity of the body and it is thought the death is not suspicious.
On Friday, March 27th, in Priory Way, Murfield, at 3:30 p.m. after leaving school, two boys were walking home down a small ginnel which connects Nab Lane and Priory Way when they were approached by a man and took hold of one of the boys by the arm.
The boy was able to free himself and the man was last seen moving onto Nab Lane.
The suspect is described as white, around 40 years old, average build, with a rounded face. He is believed to be wearing a black padded, shiny coat, jeans and trainers. He was thought to be bald or had his head shaved.
Police are wanting to hear from anyone who was in the area at this time or anyone who may recognise this person from the description.
Anyone with information is asked to contact Kirklees District CID via 101 and quoting crime reference number 13150123154.
It's a long number, that.
It is, isn't it?
Mr Sparkles has been back in the news again this week. The former car wash owner who made more than £1 million by brokering drugs deals has not paid any of the money back, a court has heard.
He was jailed for 9 years last September for his role in broking £5 million heroin deal. He is ordered to pay £993,000 after prosecutors applied for a confiscation order.
And that's another big number.
It is, isn't it?
He was warned in February that failure to pay would lead to an addition to his jail sentence.
The latest hearing was decided that an added 54 months jail sentence for failure to pay would be activated, but would run concurrently, which means his overall sentence will not increase. How does that work then?
I've no idea.
3, 2, 1.
You went, didn't I?
I'm waiting for you.
Right. And here we have the sport with Mr.
And Mrs H.
And we start for once with Rugby League, tongue in cheek. And the latest round of championship matches resulted in 2 cracking games for our local sides.
Certainly did. Dewsbury Rams took on Featherstone Rovers, and after a scintillating first half, the two teams were locked at 20 points each. However, in the second half, Rovers proved a touch too strong for the gallant Rams and pulled away to win by 38 points to 28.
Meanwhile, the Bulldogs, after being 14-6 down to Doncaster at the interval, launched a tremendous fight back in the second half to take the spoils by 16 points to 14.
The Rams and the Bulldogs clash in the big Good Friday derby, and we will have a report on our next show. Brilliant, should be a great game.
Oh, it always is though, isn't it, local derbies?
Yeah.
Spenborough AC hosted its annual 20-mile road race on March the 15th, and controversy surrounded the event when one of the participants, Nettie Edwards, claimed she was pulled out of the race for being too slow. She claimed a marshal said that the race was not for the likes of her and to return back to the event venue.
Frank Reddington, the Spenborough AC chairman, later issued a statement on the club's behalf explaining the reasoning for his actions.
He said she'd only just passed mile 1 in 15 minutes, and on a tough hilly course it would probably have taken well over 5 hours to complete.
Mr Reddington explained that he wished to withdraw his marshals after 4 hours and offered Nettie the chance to do 1 lap of the course, 10 miles, which she declined.
She was later refunded her entry money back, but the saga has rumbled on social media and could have implications for future races.
And it's still going on, isn't it?
Twitter
Still going
meltdown,
on.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. There were some top performances recently from some young swimmers from Batley Sports Centre.
The Jackson brothers, Samuel and Daniel, reached the podium in all 4 of their swims.
Daniel, who is 8, took part in the front and back crawl, breaststroke and butterfly. He won gold in all of them. Meanwhile, 6-year-old Sam won gold in backstroke and silver in front crawl, butterfly and breaststroke. There were also several good performances for other swimmers: Shyla Velasquez-Fox, Ruby Knight, Amelia Hartley and Max Hemming. You like a bit of breaststroke? Butterfly?
I'm not even commenting to that.
Each step I take, the shadows grow longer. Padded footfalls in the dark, I wander. Come to steal your life, blow their way. Looking for a beauty that never fades.
We first formed the Yorkshire Down Syndrome group. How did we form it?
Have you been injured at work making an advert? About making an advert? About making an advert?
I'm gonna get a plank out of this.
You could be sissy, I'll be here.
You got me down, you know.
See a glimpse inside the pool, it's hollow. Come to know a time when he will haunt you. Snapping at my heels made me live. Someone take me back to the angel
Dewsbury TV, putting Dewsbury on the map.